before I moved and lived in Indonesia, I was a little bit intimidated. I always thought Indonesia was Bali. I never knew anything more than this, right? I was a stupid, ignorant, travelling Westerner. And I've been here a couple of years now, and I have to say, my perception has been completely shattered. I was almost scared in the beginning to bring my mum here, my family. I thought, oh, it's a bit intimidating, a bit this, a bit that. Specifically because of religion, right? Islam in the West is viewed very negatively because in England we have a lot of bad press and a lot of extremist white Westerners, and I will say a lot of extremist Islam people on social media and all the rest, and it just gives a negative light to Westerners and Islam in general, and it skewers people's views. I'm a revert now. I am Muslim, and I still celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Christmas in the sense that I always have. In my life, in my childhood, I'm 34 now, getting old. Christmas has been about pretty much a couple of things, and that's family, kindness, and giving. And this is something culturally that is always going to be in my heart, a bit like Eid. And this is a message I want to give to Westerners, is if you come to Indonesia, the biggest Muslim majority population on the planet, you cannot walk 5 feet without seeing something Christmassy. Every year I have people wishing me a Merry Christmas, thinking I'm still Christian, right? And trees are everywhere, and there's Christmas music, and people are just happier. And I think that boils down to the fact that Indonesians as a people just want any excuse they can to celebrate and to be kind and to give and have this kind of community, this excuse, this reason, any reason. They love it. I adore Indonesia. I adore the fact that even though it is pretty much like 300 million Muslims with tiny minority of other religions and things like this, it is still participating and welcoming and celebrating and acknowledging that not everybody is the same. It's pretty remarkable, and it's mind-blowing, and I wish that England would take a few pages out of Indonesia's book and just come together and accept that people are different, right? But you can still appreciate and feel joy on their behalf. I think that's what it is, right? You feel joy on someone else's behalf. Just because somebody believes differently than you or celebrates something different, it means something to them. So you say, good, I'm happy that you're happy. I don't know, things are very complicated in the West, and it upsets me very much, and life feels much simpler here in the political sense, despite the political controversies that happen here, but in a religious sense, I suppose. Something I really love is the religion. It has completely destroyed my perception of Islam. What we hear about Islam is places like Afghanistan and Iraq. It's all we hear about. And when we think of Southeast Asia, we don't think of Islam. We think of Vietnam and Buddhism and all these kind of things. But as soon as I arrived here, very apparent to me that women are happy, everybody's free, everybody's kind, but it's also the structure that the Islam kind of brings to the society here. Now, being woken up every morning at 4 or 5 a.m. by the call to prayer is another thing that is difficult for me. But in comparison to the UK, we don't really have religion. And many people, we have many Muslims, we have many Christians, we have many this, but nobody really goes to church, and nobody's really that kind of invested in their religion. It's unique to see, and I do find it very interesting, and I hope that's not too controversial.